Hey guys, so I haven't talked to you guys in a while because I've been doing a lot of things, but today we have a tutorial to make something along the lines of this. You can do it with just about anything. It looks really sweet. It's a motion track, and basically what I've done, I've made my text just stay in the spot, and like it looks like it's really there, and you can do some really amazing stuff with this. So I just thought I'd teach you guys how to do it. Three programs you'll be needing. Uh, you'll need some sort of thing that you can save your clip in and edit it. So I've just got After Effects. You're gonna need Cinema 4D for your text, and then Boozy to motion track. So first off, what we're gonna do is we're gonna open up After Effects. And once that loads, you'll see that I'll be importing my blank clip here, which is just that. So it was just me filming with my camera, and then we're gonna turn it into something a lot better. By the way, I made shades of background, which it looks pretty nice, I have to say. Yeah, I might do an in-depth tutorial on those later. I'm working on a top 5 plays, so yeah, there's a lot of good things coming up. I got a montage that I'm editing at the moment, so you guys can be looking forward to that. And yeah, so when After Effects decides to actually load properly, I'll just run you through the basics. So there's two things you're going to need here. You want to go into After Effects, and you want to import your clip. You can do it with like COD videos and whatever. I just decided to do something in real life just for the sake of it. So make your composition. So I've got that. There's not really much editing I want to do, so I'll just keep a note of this frame rate. By the way, that's 30 frames per second. You want to keep a note of that. So I'm just going to render this, and here's very important. What you want to do, you want to change it to PNG sequence. PNG sequence. And then this is going to save maybe 500 to 1,000 500 to 1,000 like frames. So you're gonna want to create a new folder, which I've done, and then just call it whatever you want, and it's all gonna save in there. So I've already done that, and just for this tutorial's sake, I'll do that. So keep a note of this frame rate. So I got 30 frames per second. So once that's done, we're gonna open up Boozy. Make sure it's PNG sequence, by the way. If it's not, you just screw your whole thing up. I've heard you can do it with JPEG sequence, but that didn't work with me, so I'm just doing it PNG. So once we got ours, we want to open. Sorry, that's wrong. We want to get out of that, and we want to do import sequence. Now you just find yours. Mine is in motion tracks somewhere. There we go. Real life. And then you just want the one that says the name of it 0000, and just open that. Just the first one. And then you get a frame rate here, and you make sure it's yours. So I got 30 frames per second. See, 30 frames per second. So I'll just go in here and change that to 30 frames per second. And then that's all you need to do here. So you just go apply, and then once it's loaded, just close it. So here you can see we've got our clip, and it's basically the same as what we had before. What it's done, it's taken all our images and just put it all into one. So we're going to move to about halfway through our timeline, and we're going to go track features. So you open that, and then there's, make sure it's on all frames, and then that's all we need to do to it. So start, and this may take a while. It can be very slow or very fast, it depends, so I'll pause this bit and come back when it's done. Alright, so as you can see, Buju's just finishing up rendering, and this can make your computer pretty laggy because it does, we do a lot of rendering and we're switching programs all the time. So if we go through, we can see all these like pluses, so you call it, with like little tail things. This is just where it's motion tracked, and it's basically taken all the points and tracked where they're going. So this is nice, but it's not exactly what we want. So next we're going to go into camera solve. We're going to go all frames, and then make sure you check optimize camera path smoothness, and then you can just start. This shouldn't take too long. It may not, depends how fast your computer is, but mine should be okay. If it's not, I'll just I'll pause the recording again. So yeah, just make sure you're in the middle here, and yeah. I actually had troubles with this clip, and I'll explain what's happened with mine after, but you guys shouldn't have to worry about that. I might pause it and then I'll come back to it. Okay, so it's just finished camera solve, and as you can see, we can already see this the dots taking its place. So if we just scrub through, we can tell they're keeping their place quite nicely. And our next job is what we're gonna do. We're just gonna go into 3D. So there's your cameras there, and it's showing you the red line is where it moves throughout your project. So if we play, it starts out here, and as you can see, it moves along, and all the features stay in place, so that's quite nice. And just go back to the middle here, and we'll go back to 2D view. So we've got that, and next we want to add a test object just to make sure it's in the right place. I wouldn't worry too much about this because, see, this is where I stuffed up. Yours should be where it should be, but mine's not. So it thinks that's the floor, whereas like that's the floor. So as you can see, it's stuffed up. So just hold shift to move around, just make sure everything's in place. But I'm not going to worry about too much for that now. I'm just going to export it, and then export camera solve. So what you want to do, you just want to browse to where you want to save it to. What I've done, I have saved it in motion track, right down the bottom, but I've already saved it. But after you choose your save place, just change it to Cinema 4D there, like so, and that's it. Oh, by the way, guys, make sure you change the scale from 1 to 100. So that's very important. Alright, so once you got that, you save it. Then next thing we'll do, we'll open up Cinema 4D. New thing, just your render settings. 1280 by 720, and all frames. So there you have it. We've got that. And now the next thing we're gonna do, the first thing we're gonna do, sorry, is we're gonna open up a new material. Open it up, make sure we turn specular off, and then what we're going to do, we're going to go into color, and then we're going to choose one. So you just click on those three dots, and here you want to import your the very first original clip, the one you put into After Effects. So for mine it's that. So we open it up, no. Once that loads, we've got that. So next thing we want to do, we want to create a background, and we want to drag the material onto the background. Now, actually it's that. Alright, so we open up our camera solver wherever you saved it, and make sure the scale's on 10. So that's open, and see how mine's like, it's gone weird. Yeah, yours should be fine. It's my clip is different. So sorry, just have to do this again. Alright, there we go. Make the background. Drag it onto the background. So that is entirely wrong. I don't know why. Alright, next thing we're gonna do, it's this clip's really stuffed up, guys, so sorry about that. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna create our text. Just gonna do that for now. Sorry about this, guys. It's a bit different. It'll be different for you guys, I promise it. It won't be this hard. So you're just gonna line it up where you want it. Say I want it, I don't know, along here. Try to picture it as it's actually going to be on the table or wherever it's going to be. And now, if we scrub through our timeline, yep, it's going to keep its place. So, as you can see there, it's kept its place. So, you just do whatever you want. You know, your colours and everything. I'm just keeping this simple for tutorial sake. And so you've got that, and then you just render it out, and at the end you will have something like this. Yeah, so I'll show you how I got my shadows. I added a plane, rotated the plane, stretched it out, stretch, and then brought it down so it's under that, and we just bring a light in. Try and picture it where the light would actually be in your scene as well. So here I've got the lights to my table, and then what we're going to do, we're going to drag our material, our movie, on the plane. So we've got that there too. And now you can see it's like the whole thing again. So we want to change the side to, the projection to frontal. And that's it. Oh, you can also you can add a compositing tag to your plane. Tag, Cinema 4D tag, compositing. Uncheck self-shadowing and tick compositing background. So when you'll see these lines here, not much to worry about. So we just put on some shadow maps, and then when we render, it's fine, and we've got our shadows there. So you can obviously fiddle around to make sure it's perfect. Might change the brightness up a little bit on this. And then when we render, there you have it. So then just render it out, guys. I've already done it. But that's all, guys. Yep, so, subscribe, all that, and have a good day.